Brazil has a new president, well, for 6 months at least, to replace Dilma Rousseff, who's to face an impeachment trial on accusations of financial manipulation. The Senate's suspension of her presidency has ended 13 years of leftist rule under her Workers' Party. But now there are questions about whether the interim president could also be investigated over a corruption scandal that's shaken Brazil. Anne Barker reports.
Michel Temer is known in political circles as the butler for his impeccable dress and manners. He certainly looked the part when he was sworn in as the interim president and pledged to unite Brazilians after weeks of turmoil.
My first word to the Brazilian people is faith. Have faith in the values that form the character of our people, the vitality of our democracy. Have faith in the recovery of our national economy and in our social and political institutions. And have faith that united, we can face the challenges in this difficult time.
The former vice president heads the centrist Democratic Movement Party, but he isn't your average politician or even Brazilian. His parents immigrated from Lebanon, where the main street in their former hometown was renamed Rua Michel Temer, Vice President of Brazil. He's also a published poet, and the 75-year-old is married to a former beauty queen, 43 years his junior, who has his name tattooed on her neck. Now, as president, Michel Temer has pledged to restore confidence and revive Latin America's largest economy.
It's vital to calm the nation and unify the country. It's urgent to create a government that can save the country. Political parties, leadership and organised entities and the Brazilian people should collaborate to bring the country out of this grave crisis we're in.
But far from ending Brazil's troubles, Michel Temer's appointment has only inflamed public tensions. The marathon Senate vote has replaced one unpopular leader with another. While many are happy to see Dilma Rousseff go, her supporters have chained themselves to a fence. Rousseff has branded Michel Temer, her former deputy, as a traitor and accused her colleagues of mounting a coup, and she's not ruled out a return to the top job if a 6-month Senate trial ultimately clears her over accusations she fiddled the books to hide the government's deficit to boost her re-election coffers 2 years ago.
This process is a coup because it's an impeachment without a crime. I did not commit crime of responsibility. I am being the target of a great injustice. I am a victim of a great injustice.
And Michel Temer, while promising to support investigations into a sweeping corruption scandal, has himself been implicated, though he's not been charged. One senator turned state's witness has accused him of involvement in shady deals at the state-owned oil company Petrobras around the time Dilma Rousseff was its chair. Both leaders have denied wrongdoing, but the taint of scandal still hangs over the government. And there are broader concerns. Brazil is in its worst recession in decades, which many blame on the former Rousseff government. The head of Latin America's regional body, UNASUR, Ernesto Samper, has expressed concern over instability resulting from the ongoing crisis.
No one has any doubt over the weight Brazil has in the region. And this instability that you're seeing, which could deepen with the decision adopted yesterday, could make the situation dangerous.
Globally too, there are questions about whether Brazil is capable of hosting the Olympics in just 3 months, given its political and economic problems and the ongoing threat of Zika virus. Preparations for the Games have already been plagued by problems and a shortage of cash. Although Carlos Newsman, head of Brazil's Olympics Committee, has no doubt the Games will go ahead as planned.
The Olympic Games belong to Brazil. They belong to Rio de Janeiro and to all Brazilian people. I'm certain that we are going to have a spectacular Games and participation of all involved.
Brazil's Olympics chief Carlos Newsman ending that report by Anne Barker.